Today is Monday. Let me check the date. Oh god damn. It's Monday the 24th of August, and it's about 1330, something like that. And today I kind of just wanted to share my thoughts on some experiences that I had, primarily regarding my social isolation. So what I have been experiencing is becoming, I think it's more common nowadays. There's many people online who share the same thoughts as me, and I think it's not very unique right now. I think there's many people who are right now suffering in social isolation. Yeah. And I think suffering is the right term, because I remember feeling intense emotional pain from, friendship breakups and stuff, but nothing really compares to the pain, this long-term pain that you get from isolating. You basically live in a bubble alone, and nothing really happens. Time just goes by. Like yesterday it was January, and now my birthday is coming up in September. Like, I don't know, how did that happen? What did I do in all of the time? I don't know. Time just seems to fly by really quick, and what makes it worse is that you don't make any experiences. You make very few experiences in all that time. So you feel like you are regressing, you're losing your social skills, but also you are not making any new memories that are of significance. So my days just blur together, and it's just like one smudge. I don't know. Usually when you do different stuff each day, you remember more of it, because it's more special to you, but I really don't have that. Whenever something special happens, I remember it very well, but in retrospect, when I try to remember it, I can place it I can place it anywhere, because all of my, like, the past 4 years, they're just like blurred together. I don't know where the time went. So when people, for example, you're at the doctor's office and they ask me how long I have been in therapy, I would tell them 1 year or like half a year, but it's been, like, at that point it was almost 3 years already. But I could not remember it. I could just not remember it. That really, that messes up your perception of time. And people people who are not self-isolating, they like to live by schedule, I noticed. And they always ask me, when are you gonna be there? When can I talk to you? What day are you free? When can you take this appointment? Yeah, and I don't really have anything to tell them because I, I, I don't have any perception of time. So I have a calendar where I just put my free time, but it's basically I'm free any day. Then I have a few appointments. Like I have appointment and one appointment that I have every week, and there's some that are every 3 months. And yeah, so I have all the time in the world right now to do anything I like, and I'm not doing anything because of all the other mental handicaps and stuff. Like I'm not handicapped, but I believe mental illness hinders you, and yeah, I'm doing stuff. Um, I'm saying a lot of ums today because I'm really unsure, and I think it's annoying. I want to stop saying that. So one other thing that's really annoying is I can't make any phone calls. You would believe phone calls are easy to make, and it would like be how could you say, a possibility for me to have a few social interactions, but the only people I can talk on the phone with are my two close friends and my immediate family. With anyone else, I just freeze up. I just can't say anything. I'm just really awkward. And it has been like that with a camera recording myself as well. So this is really like big improvement for me to be able to record myself without completely like sitting there and not doing anything. Um yeah, and it has been really annoying not being able to make your own doctor's appointments when you really need them. Like, it would benefit me so much if I could just call my doctor and make an appointment and talk to her, and then, like, we could work on some solutions for my isolation. Maybe she could maybe refer me to a new psychologist, but I can't make that phone call because my doctor is really nice. I'm not afraid of my doctor. I'm afraid of the people taking the phone calls. Um, that's also what I noticed in my specific. I believe it's for many people who are actually socially isolating themselves. It's similar. I am afraid of people. Not that I don't. Not that I don't like people. I like people very much. I am so. I'm so scared of people, but I'm so in awe. I'm so in awe because there's people that do art and have their own galleries and stuff. There's people who like I know I have a friend who's gonna be a car mechanic, and I'm so fascinated. I'm so impressed with them. I'm so proud of people for just doing these things every day, like going out and doing these complex things, showing themselves to the world and their work and stuff. I'm super impressed, but I'm also very scared. Not because I'm afraid that I can be the same. I know that I cannot be the same as those people. I simply lack years of development. That's another thing with social isolation. You as I said before, you don't make any experiences. You don't learn. You don't develop any skills outside of your own home, which for me is already like it's really good that I at least can do some things around the home, because I wasn't able to in the past. Yeah, but that's really the biggest issue is fear and learned patterns. So at some point in my life, I had learned that people will hurt me. I want to get diagnosed, but it's not that easy because you have to make a phone call or write an email, and I don't think my family doesn't approve of me because they treat me well, I would say. But it's hard for them to understand, and that's also true with anyone who's not like a professional therapist, psychologist. People just don't understand why anyone would isolate themselves from society. And that makes me, I mean, I'm glad they haven't experienced it themselves, but it's really hard to explain when they don't understand why I would be afraid of people. So the main problem is they can't put themselves in my shoes and understand why I would even be afraid. Which, I mean, it sucks even more because my family should know it since they saw me developing this fear. They saw it happening and they still don't understand it. Um, which, I mean, you can't make people understand something, it has to come from within, but it's super annoying because if they understood it, they could better help me. And I believe you could say, oh my god, it's your own responsibility, but there's, some things that are super hard for me to do, like calling my doctor. If someone did that for me, that would make my life easier. That would finally give me access to my doctor to speak to her, which I have been trying to call her for the last like 2 months, but even thinking about picking up the phone and calling the office, I can't do it. The thought fills me with so much dread to hear that person on the other like phone being like, "Hello, what do you want?" Because they really, maybe I'm like, it's my perception, my own perception, but I am so afraid of their reaction because I feel like they hate their job so much, and they hate like taking phone calls, and like patients. Like it's a kids doctor's office, so there's primarily kids there with their parents, and I don't understand like what I'm doing wrong, but this lady, every time I call the office, this lady is just like, "What do you want?" She says, "Hello, this is the doctor's office. What do you want?" And I just freeze up because I don't really know what to say. I just, the few times that I did it, I was like, I I want I want I want I want an appointment, and then she's like just screams at me, like not screaming, but she's like annoyed. She's like, "What do you want an appointment for? Why don't you call me if you don't know what you want?" Like, damn lady, chill out, chill out. Yeah. So I've been trying to do that. Trying to. I need to call my doctor's office. Yeah, I need to do that. But Yeah, what else can I say about living with social anxiety and in social isolation? People don't understand, so when you go out, which of course I do, there was a time where I didn't at all, but now I do. It's it's so hard because no one understands it. Like they ask you, "Oh, what school do you go to? Like what's your job? Like what are your hobbies? Where do you like to go and stuff?" I have no answer because I never go out. And people don't like they don't understand it. Why would I not go out? They're just, oh, you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Why don't you go out? What the hell is wrong with you? Um, yeah, doesn't really make me comfortable. So making friends is hard because people don't understand. They just you're just talking like an alien to them. You have like chronically online topics. um they don't understand that, or if they do, they like they're not interested in talking about that, which I totally understand. I'm not interested in talking about that. But what ends up happening is I have nothing else to talk about except for internet memes and bullshit and my own internal dilemmas and pain and all of these thoughts that nobody wants to really, if you make a new acquaintance, they don't want to hear immediately your like depressing, everyday, mind destroying thoughts. They don't want that. Totally understandable. Completely understandable. But what ends up happening is I just have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. And yeah. Or trying to find a support group, like in person support group where you go and you talk to people with the same problem. It's so hard because they all have these restrictions. They're like, you have to be diagnosed, you have to be to a doctor in the past fucking 4 weeks, you have to be 18 or older, you have to be 15 or younger, you have to be that, you have to be this. Why are you even offering at this point? And the amount of free support, like insurance covered or free support things, are you kidding me? It's so hard. I just want to talk to some people. I just want to have a community where I can go and like be part of something again, like see people on a regular basis again without, having to explain myself every damn time. And there's nothing where I could just go to, or just, you have to call them. It's a support group for social anxiety and you have to call them, no other way. Yeah, I'm a bit ranting right now, but do you see, do you get my point? It's it's a bit it's a bit of a mind boggling experience to be how I am. And yes, you chose this life, and you did this to yourself. I did not do this to myself. I did not do this to myself. I can make choices to get out of it, yes. But when people say that people like me who socially isolate themselves, it's our own fault. If you haven't lived it, it's for me. I don't know how it's for other people. It's not like an addiction. It's not like I want to stay home and play video games all day. I'm sick of doing the things that I do in my house. I want to go out. I want to be able to run. I want to be able to skateboard or something. I can't do any of that. I can't even jump like more than this high of the floor. I can't even jump because my muscles have gotten so weak. I have gotten so weak. I don't think I was even strong at some point in my life. I was maybe like average at some point when I went to school. But since then, like I had never any skills. Like I can do like a roll, like I can roll my body. You know, like forward, backward roll, where you go over your back and stuff. I can do that. I cannot do that. I can do like a cartwheel or something. I have never done this. I was never allowed outside to do these things. So I didn't choose this voluntarily. It was just taught to me. It's like when you're little and it's your life and you learn your skills during your life and then you go out in the world and use those skills and develop them further. I never developed those skills. Like going outside, meeting people, saying hello, making a phone call. I wasn't even allowed to ever open the door, like to the stairwell. And to this day, I'm afraid of opening doors that lead outside of my own home. So like I can close my and open my room, the door of my room, but if I have to answer a delivery or something, I am paralyzed. I'm afraid it will be someone who wants to hurt me or the police for some reason because that is what I was told as a child. So I don't know who will watch this video, but if you ever think about judging people who socially isolate themselves, um be aware that it is really hard to get out of, and usually is caused by developments like reaching into the childhood of the person. So when you are making fun of someone who socially isolates themselves, you're like making fun of their whole life, and you know, for being a helpless child. Like, you're not doing anyone a favor by that. So just be aware, don't make fun of people who socially isolate themselves. Yes, they might be weirdos. I think I'm a weirdo too. Um, I even talk weird. Like, English is, of course, not my native language, but even in my native language, I talk super weird and I have always talked super weird, even when I went to school. Because even when like school was the only place I was allowed to go as a kid, so I had two environments, school and home, and I just brought over my vocal habits to school, which was very weird because I was a very, you would say, well spoken child, but in reality, it just makes you a target for bullying, even by teachers, because teachers would tell me to stop talking so weird and what's up with your what's up with your voice, like why are you using such weird words as well. So yeah, it's basically I'm just like this now because I was bullied for a long time, bullied in school, bullied at home, given weird rules to follow, never developing skills, and of course depression helps a bit. So yeah, that's, I think most people with social isolation, like hermit syndrome or something, like I don't really know all the different names for it, but I think most of the people who socially isolate can relate to what I said. And what really sucks when you get out of it, like even when I have small bursts of like motivation to get out of it, I'm really, really, really depressed, just like realizing that I wasted so much time being alone in a room. Just knowing that I wasted time for nothing. Like I was the thing is, if you sit in a room and it makes you happy, if you're alone in a room and it makes you happy, do it. But I'm not happy, and I don't think everyone who socially isolates is happy with that. Yeah, that's the main thing. If it would make me happy, I wouldn't change a thing. But it doesn't make me happy at all. It doesn't make me happy at all. I don't think you can see it very well, but here you go. It's just some little figures.